Americans love their cars. And for many, bigger is better. But as we're finding out, not always better for Mother Earth.
Putting the brakes on global warming.
Today, North Carolina environmentalists released a study of the effects of carbon dioxide emissions from cars and trucks on our environment. It estimates by the year 2020, air pollution levels in North Carolina will increase 12%. That's despite President Bush signing legislation requiring cars to be more fuel efficient, which will in turn enable cars to pollute less.
It is time for North Carolina to get involved in reducing greenhouse gas emissions.
Environment North Carolina, in its report released today, putting the brakes on global warming, calls for state lawmakers to pass the so-called Clean Cars program, which requires car makers to begin building cars and trucks that will emit 30% less pollution. 18 states, representing almost half the country's auto market, have either adopted or pledged to implement the Clean Cars program. More than a quarter of our air pollution, according to environmentalists, comes from cars and trucks. Half comes from coal-burning power plants, which produce electricity. The Clean Cars program gets at some of what scientists believe is contributing to climate change. And with gas at $4 a gallon, having a car that drinks less fuel is an added bonus, according to Margaret Hartzell with Environment North Carolina.
North Carolina has a lot at stake when it comes to global warming. Rising sea levels, more intense storms, and as global warming threatens North Carolina and gas prices are skyrocketing, the Clean Cars program is a win-win for the state.
So what's it really going to cost you? The environmental group figures it'll cost about $1,000 more for a car that pollutes less. But that money can be made up in savings on fuel. For WBTV News 3 Primetime, I'm Jeff Atkinson.